Hey, what's up? I'm Lidia and I live in a van, and today I'm gonna show you how you can cook in a camper van. I'm gonna share some little tips because cooking in a van is not as easy as people might think. You don't have unlimited water to wash your dishes, and there is a lot of things to have in mind when you're cooking in a van. In today's vlog, I'm gonna show you my kitchen setup and how I cook living in a van, because it's not as easy as you might think, but you can cook really good meals. And I'm gonna share some of my secrets here today and explain the thought processing behind cooking in a van, because it's not the same that in a house. Definitely very different, and in my case I don't have an oven, but I love to cook in my van, and actually I cook almost all my meals. You want to cook as much as you can in your vehicle, or at least I would recommend that. Let me show you what I have on the fridge today. Alright, so this is my fridge. It's just like a regular mini fridge, but it's 12 volt. This means that it's not going to consume a lot of electricity. It runs off my 12 volt system, so that's great. I don't have to turn on my inverter. If I really push it and organize really well this fridge, I can have food for 2 weeks in here. I've done it before during the pandemic actually. Normally I have food for 4 or 5 days, and then I go get more food. I didn't really prepare any special meal for today. I'm just gonna go see what I have, and then I'm gonna cook what I have and show you how I would do it in a regular day when I'm not filming, because like it's just a regular day. I'm just filming today, but you get it. This is everything I have right now in my fridge, guys. I have milk, coconut water, some soups, some snacks, a lot of meal prep right here, chicken, orange juice, and right here, I don't know if you can see, but here is where I have my eggs. It looks cute. Here is the freezer. I have a bunch of food in the freezer right now. I have some meat, some fish, you know. And then, as you can see here, I have the fruit. So here is where I store the fruit. I keep it up here. It's easy access and it just looks cute, so I like that. And then right here I have like onion, garlic, potatoes, some ginger, yeah, also some snacks, you know. That's what I have in this drawer. And in this drawer what I have is basically my utensils, some knives, the lighters, very important. And then the Game Boy, of course, because when I'm bored, I use the Game Boy. And if you were wondering what games I play, this is Super Mario, Tomb Raider, and then a mix of games. And then the one I'm currently playing is Tomb Raider, Curse of the Sword. So... And then the rest of the food that I have is in glass containers, most of it, because I do not want to attract any animals to come inside my van and try to chew through my food and build a nest and stuff like that. Everything I have is basically in glass jars that are recycled, and also I have my glasses to drink. That's pretty much what I have here. All the snacks and all the dry goods. So this is a great idea if you also hate like looking inside your cabinets in the dark. So get yourself some rechargeable lights and add them inside your closets, so whenever you open the doors, then you can see what is inside. I recharge these lights once a week. I have one light in each closet. So now you have seen the entire food situation and drawers for this section. So let me show you the kitchen. So this is a 1985 Volkswagen Westfalia. I restored this vehicle to look exactly the way it got out of the factory. All of the stuff that you see here is original. You know, I even purchased parts of this build from old vans just to make sure that the whole setup was original. So it takes a lot of effort to keep a van like this. It's not just easy to have this kitchen perfectly working functional, you know? So what we see right here is a 2-burner stove that I have and a sink right here. This comes down And you can also cook here or use it to wash the dishes and just leave them here to dry out. I have a big propane tank outside underneath the van, and it lasts me months. I can cook every day, multiple meals a day, and I'm still gonna have propane. I absolutely love propane. I love this faucet because it's collapsible and it moves, you know. And then this whole setup will be put away just by putting down the lid. And now we have a countertop. The fact that I can put away the kitchen setup and just have a big countertop is a great plus about having a Westfalia. I think when they built these vehicles, they knew very well what they were doing with the space, and I don't think they ever built a van that makes more sense than this one. And I don't really like a lot of the Sprinter van builds because they do look very claustrophobic and they have so much stuff everywhere. So when I'm in this van, I feel homey, I feel that it's open space, I feel that has sections for everything, and the kitchen is really well thought about. So up here used to be a bed that I removed. I decided that I wasn't using this top bed and I really needed the space for more things to, you know, keep in my van. And I'm using one of these storage boxes right here just for cooking supplies. I have Tupperwares, I have my Vitamix, I have extra stuff for cooking. So that's what I keep here. All right, so let me check on my fridge and see what I feel like eating right now because I just have no idea what I'm gonna cook for you yet. So I'm gonna put the fish out because it's frozen, so I'm gonna eat fish. Butter. I want this fish to defrost quickly, so I'm gonna fill up this sink with water. Okay. Some garlic. When you cook a lot living in a van, sometimes you're in a slanted place, meaning that it's not straight and that your van is gonna be on an angle. You gotta be careful when you're cooking in places that are not level because sometimes, you know, like your own pan can slip and then your whole meal is on the floor. That has happened to me, not many times, but enough times to never do it again. I've tried to be as level as I can when I'm cooking or cutting any food, you know. I normally do some meal prep a little bit, so whenever I get veggies, I cut them and put them on these containers, and that's already done for me, so I don't really have to cut too much stuff today. I'm just gonna cut this garlic. I think I'm gonna cook the fish with all these veggies and this soup. It's not like just a soup, it's kind of like some cream. It's some sweet potatoes, carrots, onion, coconut cream, garlic, and turmeric, ginger, and really healthy. So I'm gonna add some coconut, little squares, some pepper, and garlic. When I cook in my van, I try to use only one pan and eat out of it so I don't have to make more dishes to wash later, okay? So what I do, I take turns between the ingredients. So right now, I'm gonna start cooking first the garlic and the pepper so I can get the flavor started, and then I'm definitely gonna add the fish, and then I'm gonna add the sauce. So that way I only cook with one pan instead of like cooking the fish in one, cooking the other stuff in the other one, and then I have like too many dishes to wash later. And that means not just the dishes, meaning that I'm wasting more water. I gotta go get water faster now. Then, you know, you get smart with these moves, you know, you wanna make as little dishes as possible. I normally cook with low temperature in the van because if you cook really fast and with high temperature, sometimes you get a lot of smoke in the van and everything stinks like smoke. So I take my time patiently cook and enjoy the process because I rather cooking than buying food in a weird restaurant. So I'm also gonna add some fresh coconut dice because the sauce has coconut cream. Let me check on the fish. It's pretty much thaw out. I need some airflow. Gotta open up the window as I'm cooking. It's always good to have a window open. I don't have a fan, so I just open the windows and cook. Never had any mildew or mold in my van, so it works. I really want all the veggies to be cooked almost fully, and then the fish cooks really fast. So this is how you do it in a van. You just make room for the fish, the meat, whatever you're cooking that is protein related. I need some salt, fish, and veggies. Now for 5 minutes, I'm gonna let the food cool down. And what I do is I leave my cutting board right here that is made out of stainless steel, and I just leave the pot here and eat out of it. So that way I don't have to wash any plates, you know, and extra dishes. And when you live in a van with minimal water and minimal resources, that's what you wanna do. And I don't really care how people sees me because I'm eating out of the pot. Guess what? I don't care. Okay, so we're eating out of the pot in this van. We cook really good meals from this van. It's just perfect. Perfect season to eat pumpkin. Oh yeah. And now every time I cook, I put some water so it doesn't get all sticky, you know. When you cook in your van, you don't really want to leave the dishes sitting for way too long. So what I do, I add a little bit of water to the pot, and then I'm gonna wash it really quickly in a few minutes. This is the BloomBox coffee espresso machine. I love coffee, and I know that a lot of you too. There is two ways to use this. The first way that I think is the best for van life is that it's a rechargeable espresso machine, meaning that you can take this anywhere you go and make the best espresso. I'm gonna warm up some water for my coffee. With this machine, you don't really need to power with the electricity or anything like that. You just warm up some water, put it in here, and then voila, you have coffee. And then the second option on how to use this espresso machine is plug it into the electrical supply, and then the espresso machine will warm up the water, and then you will have the best espresso coming out through here. It comes with this really cute cup that is really cool because it folds like this, and then you can just literally put this in here and just like put it away, you know? So I absolutely love that. If you want to know more about this coffee machine and you want to get yours, I'm going to leave a link down below in this video description. In this van, I really don't have an oven, so that's something I really don't like. I used to have an oven in my 40 Econoline, but since I have the Westfalia, I just don't have any room for an oven because I want to keep the cabinets original. So that means that if I remove the cabinets to fit an oven, then it's not gonna look original, and I just don't like it that way. So recently I got an air fryer that is made out of glass and stainless steel. It's really small. It's one of the smallest air fryers I found on the market, and I love it because it's made out of glass. I'm using my air fryer to bake and to cook some things that could replicate the oven. So I'm gonna make some croissants right now because I feel like I want to have my coffee with some croissants after lunch because I'm European, so you know, Europeans, we like our coffee after every meal, no matter what time it is. As you can see, they say air fryer ready, so it's supposed to be quick and easy to make on the air fryer. I have some chocolate, so I'm gonna get all fancy. I'm gonna cut a couple pieces of this chocolate. Alright, this is preheated, so I'm gonna add it is time to close the roof. Alright, we're done with this coffee. I'm not gonna wash it right now. This is what I'm gonna do. Alright, forget about it. If you also watch my short content, I posted last week some stories saying that this weekend I woke up and there was a big bouquet of flowers underneath my door, like on my side door. I just woke up and in another episode of What the Hell Is My Life About, somebody just left some flowers underneath my van. So when I opened the door, there were like this bouquet of flowers just there, but there is no note, nothing on it, there is no name, there is nothing, so I have no idea who did this. And at first when I saw it, I was like, oh my god, like how many flowers? This is a really expensive bouquet. It's not like a cheap bouquet. It was like a big one, like with arrangements, you know. So at first I was like, oh my god, how cute, who left this here, how cute, you know. I was like, I grabbed it, put it inside. But then as I put it inside, I started to feel very weird because there was no note, no letter, nothing. So it was some random person that while I was sleeping in my van, they literally walk around my vehicle, probably looked everywhere and see if I was home or not. It does gives me the vibes of a stalker because I was sleeping when they did that, you know? So that really makes me feel really weird about it, because if you want to give me some flowers, you wait until I'm up in the morning, or at least you leave a note telling me who you are and what are your intentions, because the fact of leaving the flowers there means that they know me, but I don't know them, and they are like spying on me while I'm inside sleeping, and it's really freaking creepy, you know? So a lot of you are telling me that I'm paranoid and that I should just take the flowers, but a lot of you are not aware that a lot of psychopaths are out there, that they will leave you flowers, that they will give you presents, and then maybe it could be drugs on the flowers, it could be a GPS in the flowers, it could be a microphone, it could be a secret camera. So giving flowers and not telling me who you are is not a good idea, first of all, because it makes me very paranoid that I was sleeping in here and then some random person was going around my van deciding where to put flowers, knowing that I'm inside sleeping is really creepy. I'm not living my life feeling scared, but I do not think that it's normal or okay, because when a lot of you guys have left me like a present in my van or something in my van, like flowers, it's not the first time that somebody left me flowers, but they always leave a note. You guys always leave notes. You leave notes. Like women or men always left notes and tell me like this is my Instagram, or even if they didn't leave a note, like right away I had a message on Instagram or YouTube telling me I left this in your vehicle. So it makes sense, you know. This really makes me paranoid that there is somebody on that area that is basically spying on me and knowing what I'm doing. A lot of people is like, oh, you're never happy when somebody doesn't ask for your phone number, you're not happy when somebody talks to you. So now I'm starting to get like more and more weird about it, because people is like, oh, just take the flowers, stop being such a feminist. I'm like, I'm not a feminist. I just feel that it's really weird that you do that, you know. If you like somebody, you need to let them know, not stalking them, you know, and like make them feel super weird about being asleep, you know. A lot of you think because I have a YouTube channel, it's okay to stalk me, and that's actually illegal. So if you're gonna leave a comment like that, a lot of people is calling me that I'm a drama queen, that I'm just making this up. I'm not making this up. I'm not a drama queen. I go to martial art classes and self-defense classes, and believe me that my parents taught me that when some random unidentified person gives me a present, not to take it or accept it. Makes total sense for me to throw those flowers on the trash. So that's what I did. I throw the flowers on the trash. And if somebody that is watching this video gave me those flowers, please leave it in the comments and tell me that was you, and telling me exactly which day it was and what time you did it, because I'm gonna know if it's not true. I do have a camera. I have 3 cameras, but the thing with these 3 cameras, they are pointing front, back, and inside. So I do need to put cameras on the sides of my windows. Like the sides don't have cameras, so I do need cameras on the side now, unfortunately, because people is getting too comfortable like going around my vehicle while I'm sleeping. And I would suggest that you unfollow me if you think that it's okay to harass women, to scare them, to, you know, stalk them, spy on them just because they have a YouTube channel. Because I know I'm not the only person on YouTube that they felt scared. I know 2 other channels that they had to even move from their house. There is this one girl that lives in her property in a tent that she had to go for a few months because there was a stalker coming to her property. And everybody's like, oh, you have a YouTube channel, you should be, you know, aware of those things. It's like, no, because I have a YouTube channel doesn't mean that you can just stalk me. Okay? And then there is other YouTubers that they are a couple that they also had to move from their house because of stalkers. So with that being said, I don't want to make you feel scared if you're watching this video, if you are a female watching, you know, my vlogs and trying to do van life, but this is the truth about men. A lot of them are very scary, and a lot of them don't take a no as an answer, and a lot of them, they watch my YouTube videos thinking that I'm talking to them personally, and they may in their head like ideas, like a lot of people in the comments is like, marry me, I want to meet you, come to my house, come here. Like, do you really believe that I'm gonna do that? Like, if you really do, then please go to therapy. No one is going to do that. Like, you have a photo of an emoji on your page with a fake name, so it's like, who is gonna care about somebody like that? It looks fake. So a lot of people is hiding behind fake profiles, behind fake names, fake photos on YouTube. I just wanted to say this, okay? I needed to say this. I did. Alright. Fucking perfect. I just lost the fucking microphone. Jesus. Great. Well, these zucchinis are looking bad. Oh no. Okay, so I gotta throw these zucchinis away. That's disgusting. Oops, they went bad really fast. I don't get it. If you never try to mix coconut with garlic and peppers, you're missing out. It smells so good right now in here. This chocolate. Ah! And I think I cooked them a little bit too long. I'm still getting used to the air fryer, guys, so I think I cooked it like 2 minutes too long. They're a little too burnt on the top, but they are not hard, so they're perfect to eat. So I'm gonna see how they taste with the coffee.